Hey guys, Derek, Children's Pastor at Life Church. I'm going to show you guys how to do Jacob's wife card trick. And all you need to do it is a regular standard deck of cards. This one that Dodo happened to use was pink, but that does not matter. The trick will work no matter what color your cards are. Anyway, this trick is also a modification of the world's greatest card trick, just like the trick from, I believe it was last week that we did. But I apologize because Dodo's performance of this for camera just didn't go as well as what happened live with the kids. So I want to show you how to do what we did live. The difference was, first of all, that Dodo didn't do it. I actually performed this for the kids as I read the story of Jacob working for the wives. And as we talked about them, we talked about the two daughters. And so first you'd have two volunteers come up, and then you'd have them each pick a card. So let's say that person picked a card, and let's say that person picked a card. So then you've got two cards picked, and you talk about the two daughters, and you say, this one is Leah, which is the older sister, and you talk about how this one's Leah, and you show everybody that. And we actually wrote it on the board too, so that they would know that Leah was this card, and that was the older sister. The whole point of this made it easier for them to remember the story. Anyway, so you have them put their card back, and when you have them put their card back, break the deck up, and this is pretty standard for just about every trick I do with cards. Well, it's any trick that's done with cards, but they put the card in, and then you're going to secretly bring that card up to the top using a double undercut. I've taught that many times, but the way that works is it gets the card to the top by having the card in the middle. I'm going to do this quickly because, like I said, I've done this many times. Cards in the middle, they put it down, you put your pinky in the way, put the cards on the deck on top so there's a pinky break, pull up a group of cards, pull up a second group of cards, and then that one's got their card on top. So then you're here and you talk about Rachel then. And show them the Rachel card, and everybody sees that card, and then what you do is you're going to cut so that the other card here, the Leah card, is in the middle, so that the Rachel card will get set on top of the Leah card. Okay? And then you do the same thing, pinky break, double undercut, bringing those cards to the top. You can still riffle shuffle as long as you make sure that the side that you have your cards on ends last, and that you don't catch that second to last card off. Because what you want to be able to do now, what we did, what you saw in the performance video with Dodo, is he just did 7 cuts and got to the card. What we did in Children's Church is we broke them into 4. Talked about him working. Broke them to 4. Now this is the top of the pile, so this is the card you want. So you'd have them come up and pick one of these decks. Have somebody come up and point to one. So let's say they point to this one, you take that off. So let's say they point to this one, you take that off. Or if they point to this one, you take that off. But if they point to this one, take this one and these to the side, this here, so these two are left. Okay? And then you have somebody choose one. Whatever they choose, you pick up this one like you're supposed to have it. If they picked it, you say, okay, that's the one you selected, get it from them. Now, if this goes a little differently, now if they come up and they just pick this one, just go, okay, that's the one we're going to use. If they come up and they pick this one, take it out. They pick this one, take it out. And then they pick this one, you say, are you going to hold on to that, or am I going to hold on to that? And if they say they're going to hold on to it, you say, okay, that's the one we're going to use. And then you'll get it from them, because the next you have to do a move for it. But anyway, you just Magician's force it so that you end up with a deck that has that on top. You do a double lift, taking 2 cards as one, dropping them onto your pinky, and then picking it up or flipping it around so that it looks like one card. You're using one card, but it's really 2. So then you show that when you show that that is Leah, and you're going to put it down. And what you want to do is have another person come up, and make sure they have a Bible. Okay, so everybody should. What we did is we're reading the story. as we were doing it. So they all had their Bibles out. So I said, here, bring your Bible up here. And so I was showing this to everybody so they could all see it. And I said, bring your Bible up here. And I said, open up your Bible to the story. And she opens up her Bible. And then I said, here, I'm going to put this in there. And you put the card, but what you're really doing is you had double cards, 2 cards in your hand, okay? But you put them down and you peel off one card so that it's a Rachel card. And then you take that card and put it in their Bible, and you shut the Bible, and then have them sit down in their seat, okay, with that card in their Bible. And so you'll keep talking about the story, and you'll talk about how Jacob ended up with Rachel and that he didn't end up with Leah. And then you'll say, hey, can you come back up here near the end? Have them come back up with their Bible, and then have them open their Bible, take the card out. Oh my goodness, it's Rachel now. So that's how you do it. Hope you guys enjoy it. See you next time.